Hello, welcome to the Esoteric Empire. My name is Atayla. I'm really glad that you clicked on this video because this one is going to be very, very special. I really just want to see what messages Spirit has for you. This is probably going to be one of those deeper esoteric type of readings, okay? So it may have some practical, messages within it, but I honestly believe it's going to be very deep, okay? So this is definitely a viewer's discretion advised type of video. We're getting into some real esoteric things. I will be starting with Sagittarius because in my last all signs reading that we did, my camera died, so I want to make sure Sagittarius gets a full fresh reading. So we'll start with Sagittarius. So let's get started. Alright, so starting with Sagittarius, messages from Spirit. Six of Cups. Your past is calling. But not just your past, but past traumas or past growth that you've had to endure. Things that really showed you who you are and how strong of an individual that you are. There's something from your past that's trying to get your attention right now. The Empress. It could be a person. It could be you. There could be a situation where it's like, Sag, I need you to focus and give me some love. I need you to value me. Let's see who this Empress is. It's time to receive. What do you need to receive? Who is this Empress? I have so many questions. I saw you. Oh, we have the King of Swords. King of Swords. It's a part of you that you may have cut off, but it also could be a person that you've had a lot of conflict with. Or an aspect of yourself that you've had a lot of conflict with. Nine of Pentacles. It's a side of you that you've cut off so that you can live the life that you want to live. So you can attract the things that you want to attract. So it's a side of you where maybe people have told you, that's not good enough. That's weird. I don't like that you do that. I don't like that you do this. So you've learned to kind of shut that side of yourself down. For some of you, it could have been a maturity issue. Maybe you did need to mature. Maybe you did need to cut that side of yourself off so that you could grow past certain situations. Spirit wants you to know that justice is here. If you feel like you've been kind of cursed for some time, or if you feel like for the past few years there's just been hardship after hardship after hardship, that was you paying the price. But Spirit is like, at this time, your karma has balanced out. So all of these issues that you've been going through and all of this past, situations dealing with women, or maybe dealing with how you nurture yourself or lack thereof. You having to silence or cut off certain pieces of yourself or people that you interact with in order to achieve this lifestyle. Or to be within the in crowd of whatever lifestyle or a group that you're trying to chase. All of that has got you to this point. But all of that was a bit of karma. So the bad news is, yeah, you were probably just a little bit cursed, or maybe you did have to go through a lot of self-training from Spirit, right? But now you're at the point where things have balanced out, so congratulations. This is a very beautiful message, because I feel like for a lot of you, you just felt like this is just how life has to be. And Spirit is like, no, this is how that part of your life had to be. Now you can start to live, Sag. Now you can start to really embrace yourself, embrace all the beautiful things that life has to offer, whether it be people, your lifestyle, your family, yourself. Some of you have looked in the mirror and have been like, damn, like, I look good. Like, I'm looking really, really beautiful. But it's because your spirit has been working and training and becoming stronger. So your essence is coming through, literally coming through your pores. Your aura is magnetic. You know what I mean? But it wasn't easy. You know that. It was not easy. All right, Sag. One more card. Strength. What did I say? Your spirit has been growing, honey. You've learned the true essence of what it means love conquers all. I do have a video on this. I do think you should check it out. It's a food for thought where I talk about the strength card. And it's actually this exact card that I used within the video to explain. When you watch that video, I think this is your homework, Sag. This is an omen from Spirit. When you learn or you see the strength card from the way that Spirit has taught me what the strength card is, I think you'll really understand why this reading is so powerful. You've really been doing the work, Sag. You really have. And it has not been an easy run. For a lot of you, I really feel like this has been like 6 years. You know what I mean? Like a long time. At least 6 years. So if you look at where your life was 6 years ago and look at it now, and you just look at everything that has happened, you'll know what I'm talking about. Because you know. And you know how much you deserve to be happy. Because you know how life has been for you. And here you are. Justice. Alright, so I hope that you've been doing the right things, because justice is about to be served. For sure. Alright, Sag. I'll see you in your next reading. Bye. Capricorn. Hey, baby. What's up? What's up? What's up? Capricorn. Alright, what does Spirit needs to tell you? Alright, for Capricorn. Alright, we got 7 of Wands. Capricorn. I want to say this delicately. You're going to have to go over and beyond to prove your point. There are no shortcuts right now. I want your focus to be aiming higher than the average, or being better than mediocre. Whatever you're trying to do, being mediocre, being basic is not going to cut it. You may even feel like you have to work 10 times harder than your opponent or your competition, or, you know, those around you who do the same things. For whatever reason, that's how it is for you right now. 5 of Wands. There's a lot of struggling. There's a lot of competition. But you know what I like about this? This is fueling you. You need this. You need competition. What did Nicki Minaj say? They need bad guys like me, or something like that. You know what I'm trying to say? With the Chung Lee reference. You have to fight. You don't have a choice. This is combat. This is iron sharpens iron. This is, I want to be the best, but I want to earn it. I want to earn that position. Spirit is saying it's wartime for you. It's time for you to dig deep. Physically get it done. Physically go harder. Physically be stronger. You understand what I'm saying? 2 of Swords. Focus, Capricorn. Spirit is saying you may feel like things are not fair. You may be going through a lot internally. But when it comes to whatever you're working on, you know how bad you want this. Make it work. Get focused, Capricorn. Tune in, Capricorn. Silence all the distractions, all the nerves, the naysayers, the negativity. You have to silence them. Pretend you can't even hear them. Meditate. Center yourself. If you don't meditate, whatever, center yourself. Ground yourself. And then get that shit done. Okay? That's all the Spirit has to say. Aquarius. Hello, my love. Spirit needs to tell you something. Yes, I'm aware that spirits, you know, can get directly to you, right? But I think sometimes we need confirmation. We need to see a reflection of ourselves give us information so that we know that we're on the right track, right? So I'm not here to tell you anything that you don't know. I don't know, for some reason I feel like I needed to say that. I know you know, Aquarius. I'm just here to confirm it, okay? Five of Pentacles. You're struggling for a reason. It's not just bad luck. It's not random. This struggle period that you're going through, you have to go through it. It's for a reason. Why? Four of Swords. Because you need to rest. You need to recover. You haven't done that yet. Sometimes when things are hard for us, and it's like, no matter how hard you try, it just is, it doesn't matter how much effort you put into it, doesn't matter how much you plan, it just keeps falling through, or it's very difficult to get to the end of whatever it is. It's because you're not doing what's for you. Or it's because Spirit wants you to sit down. Take it from me. If you know you're chosen, or if you know you have a connection with God, and you know what your journey is, and every time you do something, it just doesn't work out, and every time you try, it's like you get sent back to a certain area, and you're like, where you have to conquer that, and you haven't done it yet, it's because you need to sit and really understand the lesson. It's not because you're cursed. It's not because people just have it out for you. It's because you have not learned your lesson yet. You need to sit and really, I want you to think about what you're struggling with. Why? Why are you struggling? Why is this so hard for you? Why have you been doing this for so long? Why have you been struggling for so long? Once you start to do that, we have another 4. Once you start to do that, you'll start to be able to structure what you need to be doing. I think for a lot of you, because you're struggling, because you're going so hard, you're trying to get air. You keep trying to come up for air. But the key to this is you already struggling. You taking a break is not going to hurt you right now. You need a break. You need to sit. You need to be still so that you can actually plan what your next move is going to be. Can you write a list? Put a to-do list of what you need to be working on. Aquarius, it's really going to take you being honest with yourself. But the only way you can really be honest is if you take time to sit and look at what's going on. I feel like Spirit is showing you through your lifestyle, your environment, what's wrong. And you keep saying, I don't know why I'm struggling. I don't know why I keep going through this. Because you won't look at the environment and get yourself out of it. You have the ability to. Duh. Like, I know you know that, Aquarius. 9 of Cups. What you want, what you truly want, is to be comfortable, happy, and feel what you've been waiting to feel. You can have that, Aquarius. It's right around the corner, but you have to attract it. And the reason why you're not attracting it is because you're focused on things that really don't, they're not going to nurture your spirit. You're focused on, let's see, what are you focusing on that is taking you off course? The World. So you're focused on the next step. You're focused on everything outside of you. You're focused on, how come they keep getting to do this? How come they keep doing that and I can't do this? How come I'm still here and they're there? That's why. Because all that time you spend focusing on what other people are doing, you're not doing. You're thinking. You're worried. You're worrying about how much you don't have. That's the problem. And the more you do that, the more you attract that environment for yourself. It's very important, especially for you, Aquarius. Your mind is very powerful. When you know something and you're fixed on it, you know that to be true. So if you're constantly telling yourself, I should be doing better, all this negative stuff, that's what you're going to have. Because Aquarius, you want to be right all the time. So if you tell yourself that you're living a certain way and it's not good, that's how you're going to be living, because you have to be right. Tell yourself that you are on your way to succeeding. Tell yourself that you have made it. You're getting there. Tell yourself that you are strong enough to make sure that this happens. Tell yourself that you are where you need to be for now, and you are on the path to getting where you need to go in the future. You need to change your mindset. And it's interesting because I'm not really seeing cards about that, but I'm seeing that that's the problem. You're so stuck in your mind about this cycle of struggling that you're stuck now. Some of you, it's not even that bad what you're going through, but your spirit feels like it's struggling because it's not really what you want. Because you keep comparing yourself, or you keep looking at everybody else. You keep looking at the world outside of you and picking out what's so bad about the world. Okay, but what's so good about yours? Look at your life and tell me what's good about it. And then when you start looking at all that stuff, start nurturing those good things. You got to change your mindset, Aquarius. And it can be hard because you're fixed air, which means you have a fixed mindset. And it's really easy to make yourself question and change up, you know? Because that's what your mind does. It wanders. You know, you're an air sign. That's what happens. Your mind is made to think. But just let's start thinking about the positive things and the positive ways to get to your next phase. You're smart enough to do it. And I think God is showing you that too. Like, yo, you're so smart that you're making this harder than it has to be. Sometimes you don't have to be super intelligent. Sometimes and logical. Sometimes you just need to be optimistic. Sometimes you just got to let shit happen, Aquarius. Give yourself time so that you can actually plan. Alright? I hope that hits you where it needs to hit you. Okay? Hi, Pisces. Hello, honey bun. Let's see what Spirit has to tell you. Alright, Pisces. We got 2 of Pentacles. Keeping it together. Until you can get to the next phase. Until you can get to your next what? I think that's the question. You're doing all of this to keep it going, to keep things moving, to make ends meet, right? Until you get to your next phase. But what is that next phase? What does it look like? Do you know? What are you doing all of this for? This is a loop that is very specific to you, Pisces. You have this way of always making it happen, always making it work, always making sure that it gets done, whatever it is. But what is it all for, Pisces? I think you're taking living in the moment just a little bit too harshly. Like, you gotta think in the future too. At least for this, I see that you gotta plan. You gotta plan. So what is this moving forward look like for you? What's this next phase even look like for you? The Lovers, the 2 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. Divinely guided, focused, hard work, and perfecting your craft. I want you to know that this future endeavor, whatever this next phase is going to take a long time. I don't know if you know that, but you should know that. This is going to take a long time. But the good news is it's divinely guided by Spirit. The Lovers card is about being guided, making the right decision to where you go and you attract the people who are supposed to be on your path. So it'll be effortless. It'll almost seem like you don't even have to do any work. But you gotta focus. So, in other words, if you don't know what your next path is, I'll tell you this. You gotta get in tune with Spirit, because Spirit is gonna help you get there, right? You gotta, don't always trust yourself. Why don't you trust Spirit? Ask Spirit, what do I do in this situation? Where do I go? You know what I mean? 2, you're gonna have to focus, Pisces. You have to focus. I'm not saying you're not focusing now, but I'm saying you got to focus and get away from all the distractions, the things that are stopping you from being great, the things that are stunting you from manifesting, the things that are slowing you down. You got to get rid of those distractions to get closer to your next phase. And last but not least, you got to work hard. You got to not just work to be busy, but perfect what you do and be the best at it and learn it in and out. You have to become immersed in whatever this passion that you have is, or whatever that you're trying to have. You have to know, how does this happen? How do I get to that? What do I need to do next? How do I be the best at this? Who are the best who have done what I'm trying to do, and how do I get there? And then you have to be patient with the 8 of Pentacles as well. Sometimes you have to sit and study. Sometimes you have to sit and wait for those opportunities to come. But when they come, you better be ready, Pisces. Because what this Lovers card is saying is that Spirit is going to place things in your path when you're ready. But you have to get rid of these distractions first. Otherwise, you're going to continue this cycle of, I can't wait till I get to this next phase. What's next? What's next? What's next? And you're going to feel like you don't have control over what's next because you're not in tune with yourself, Pisces. You're not in tune with what you really want in the future, who you want to become in the future. And so then all it becomes is busy work. I'll do this today, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do this today, I'll do this tomorrow. And you just get stuck in this like hamster wheel of, I'm working hard, I'm doing a lot of stuff, but what are you really doing, Pisces? What are you really working towards? You understand what I'm saying? Some of you may be a workaholic. And I don't want you to think you're not doing enough. I just feel like you can do so much more for yourself. You probably do so many things to make things happen and things look really beautiful in your life. But what can you do for yourself, Pisces? Like a true gift to yourself. Not a bag, not a car, not, I don't know, a vacation. What can you really do to set yourself up so that you can be that person that you look up to? All right? Spirit wants you to ponder on that. Spirit wants you to get in tune with Spirit, get rid of the distractions, and then work hard at what you know you can do. You have the talent. This is what this says. Even if you don't have the talent, this card says you can work hard to become way better at whatever you're doing. But I think you have the talent for whatever this is. But you just have to work on yourself and focus on it. You have too many distractions. You got to get rid of those. Let me see. What are the distractions? Death. Ooh. The distractions. Okay, so someone that has passed away. Not that they are a distraction, but you being stuck with what they used to be and they're no longer that. It could be a relationship. It could be a person. It could be a past version of yourself. Let's be honest. Transforming. Some people are afraid of that. Maybe you're afraid of who you're going to become. Maybe you're afraid of change. You can't allow that to stop you from your purpose. You need to get on the road to your destiny, Pisces. All right? Thanks for watching. Hi, Aries. Welcome to your message from Spirit. The High Priestess. Ooh, Aries. Okay. Don't be scared. Nine of Wands. Maybe you should be a little bit. Aries, I hope you're ready to fight. Maybe not physically, but if it gets to that point, I hope you're ready for it. You can feel something happening. I feel like you feel it bubbling, bubbling, bubbling. Page of Pentacles. You're going to get news about your health, maybe your family, something that you're attached to. It could be where you live. Seven of Swords. It's something that's been hidden. All right, let's dig deep. So Spirit needs you to know this because it's urgent and it's going to happen pretty soon. Okay, so let me see what's going on for you. There's still a lot of mystery attached to this situation, but I think we can get a little bit of understanding. Tell me what part of life that this is for Aries, the Star. Okay, so it involves something that's very well known. It could be a brand or a company within your life. There could be an Aquarius attached to it. It doesn't have to be. Seven of Cups. Okay, so it's about upgrading, and it deals with a lot of your life. Like a lot of your life. Tell me more. Tell me more. Knight of Cups. It's something that wants to assist you, or it's something that helps you emotionally. What? Is this a person? Three of Swords. It's, yeah. Okay. The Hangman. Alright. So we got some Pisces energy here too. It's someone that you have you guys are kind of stuck right now. Everything is not concrete, you and this person. There's a distance between the two of you, and there's not enough clarity. You want clarity, but it's kind of like, I don't know, you need help with the situation, but there's always something hidden. The reason why it doesn't work out is because it's like, there's something that's not being said to you. And I feel like you want to make it work. But it's like you need them to want to make it work too. But you need them to also be honest. And I don't think that they're doing that. It's almost as if it's an illusion. It's not what you think it is. Tell me why there's mystery attached to this. I think you know what this is. I really feel like you know what this is. And I think you feel rushed, or you feel like you're running out of time. What's going on with this Two of Swords? You have to focus. You have to focus. They're trying to, there's someone around you who is they're pulling the wool over your eyes. They're not, something is not right with them. I don't want you to trust them. I'm just going to be honest. You cannot trust this person. I don't know exactly what it is yet, but there's someone around you. It's almost like a setup or something, or it's like, I feel like you need to know you don't need to go there. You don't need to do this, or you need to watch your back. The devil, I'm telling you, it's a temptation. They offer you something, or they give you something. Maybe it's money, right? They give you something, and it's like, but there's something attached to it. There's something you don't know about it. You don't need to receive this. What is this? Aries, you may, if you fall for this, you may have to fight your way out of it physically. You need to wisen up. If your gut is telling you to leave, leave. Two of Cups. It could be, ooh, okay. Be careful, Aries. I want you to pay attention to your drinks. I want you to pay attention to what you're being fed, whether it's lies or a meal. I'm being very serious. Now, I usually don't get messages like this, but this is very urgent. Pay attention to what's being given to you. They're not who they say they are, or they don't have the intention that you think that they do. Pay attention, Aries. Eight of Cups. You need to leave. Leave now. Whatever is coming into your mind when I'm talking about all of this, it's better to be safe than sorry, right? So maybe you don't really leave. That's all I'm gonna say. Leave whatever or whoever this is, because they don't have good intentions for you, and they're hiding it. They're hiding behind their intention. They are hiding behind their status. They're hiding behind their beauty. They're hiding behind all of these luxury things that they have. Don't get enticed with it just because it's shiny. Because I feel like you're going to end up being codependent with this, or it's going to be a toxic relationship, or just a toxic situation in general where you feel robbed of something, or where you feel taken advantage of. Aries, listen to me when I say this, okay? Listen to your gut. And when your gut says leave, or when your ear starts to feel weird and you get that chill, leave. I'm not joking. I'm not. Okay? Aries. That's all I have to say, baby. Okay? Pay attention. And remember who you are. And remember what you're willing to put up with. And remember, you're strong. Don't go down without a fight. You understand? Alright, Aries. Woo! Taurus. Hopefully you have a better message. Because, baby, Aries' message kind of had me I'm a little high strung right now. Alright, Taurus. What does Spirit need to tell you? Taurus, message from Spirit, Taurus. 10 of Wands. Okay, you're doing too much. King of Wands, yeah. I think you have good intentions, Taurus, but the problem is you're doing all of the work that other people can do. You don't need to get down and do it with them. I feel like you've earned your stripes. So, for example, if you were a boss, or if you run a company, for example, you're the boss that goes in and you do the dirty work with them. Spirit is saying you got too much going on. You have other things you need to focus on. You don't need to go down there with them and do the work with them. Let them do it. That's what you paid them for. Let them take care of it, and you focus on what you need to focus on. You have too much on your plate, and it's all out of good intention, right? You're not doing anything wrong, but the problem is it's actually slowing you down. You think that you're speeding things up, but you're actually slowing yourself down. You have to let people help you. You have to allow people to do their job. It's not even help. It's like, this is what you paid them to do, as an example. And this is what they're paid to do. Let them do their job. This is the life that you wanted. This is what you wanted to have. This is what you signed up for. This is what you've worked so hard for. This is what you fought for. Yet you're trying to still, it's like you're still trying to earn some sort of validation, but you have earned it, Taurus. Like, you have earned it. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You've worked hard. You don't have to show people that you're a hard worker. You are a hard worker. You know what I mean? I feel like it's physical. A lot of this is physical. Like, you're physically doing too much. You don't have to do as much as you're doing. Maybe you feel like they're not going to do it good enough. If that's the case, then you have the wrong people working for you. You know what I mean? Because you shouldn't have to do as much as you're doing. Yeah, you're afraid that they're going to drop the ball. But you know what's happening? Because you are doing so much and you're doing everybody else's job on top of yours, you're actually forgetting things that need to be done that only you can do. Right? So I hope that you're following me with this. The Star. It's almost like if you were a celebrity, right? And I don't know why Spirit is giving me all these analogies. But it's like if you were the celebrity, you shouldn't be doing the personal assistant's job. They should be doing it, and you should have confidence in them that they're going to make sure it's okay and it's done correctly. You shouldn't be having to do your job and theirs. Knight of Pentacles, right. It's like you need the help. You've sought out help, and you have it, but you still don't trust them to do it. This card is saying you need to receive the help. You need to receive any assistance that is coming to you. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to shine how you need to. Okay, you got to play your position. Just like you tell people to play your position, you got to play yours, Taurus. You seem to be the head of the situation, the face of the situation, or the celebrity, or the CEO. Play that position. You can't you can't do everything. You are going to run yourself crazy if you do that. Or tired. You're just not going to be able to function. Okay? Spirit is saying, let them do their job. You're still the boss. You're still the boss, but let them do their job. Because you already have too much on your plate. And the Spirit is like, we've gotten you to this point. We've helped you to this point so that you don't have to work as hard. And here you are working harder than you were when you first started. It shouldn't be that way because you have people you can trust. You got to cut certain things out. Any negativity, you got to cut it out. Yes. Because anything you're not satisfied with, get rid of it. I don't care if it's a person, an expense, whatever is not cutting it, cut them out. Don't try to fix it by doing their job properly. If they're not doing it right, cut them out. Period. Because you're overextending yourself, Taurus. You're overextending yourself, and you don't have to do that. You have too much to offer, and it's being overshadowed by you trying to fix what they have broken or what they're not able to maintain. Get rid of them. They don't cut it. They don't cut it. All right? That's your message, Taurus. Hey, Gemini. Welcome to your message from Spirit. Gemini. The World. Gemini. You're moving forward. I feel like you've unlocked something. Maybe it's the next level. Maybe it's a new power. Two of Pentacles. You've been waiting on it. You've been patiently waiting for this to happen. Okay? What is this? Five of Cups. Page of Wands. It could be a health issue, is something I'm feeling. Or maybe it has something to do with finding your strength and having good news about something for once. You're like, do I finally get to have good news? Is it finally something good that I get to hear? Did I do it right? Did I pass the test? Because I feel like you feel as though you failed a lot of times on something. What is this? Tell me what this is. Knight of Pentacles. Assistance. Yeah, you've tried. So here's what I'm getting, Gemini. Spirit is saying that you've tried a lot. You've really tried. And you kept trying. You kept attempting until you got it right. And you're finally getting it right. Okay? So you're going to get some good news about it. Right? So the things that you've been working on, the things you've been doing, you're going to get some good news about it. And things are going to change. But I still feel like there's a bit of, like, you're not as excited as you should be. It's almost like, because you waited so long, the excitement is kind of gone. Five of Swords, yeah. There's still a conflict attached to it. I don't know. Let's say you win this amazing trip, right? But you have to pay for, like, childcare, and you have to pay for transportation. You have to, like, there's all these other things attached, and you're like, well, damn, is it even worth me going? Like, is it really that big of a deal? The Emperor. Structure. There's still rules to it, though. I think that's what you're kind of like, well, damn. There's still more that has to be done. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, there's still a routine that has to be set with this situation. I feel like you thought something was going to be more fun than it is. It's kind of like when you have a lot of money or something and you think that's all you need, but then you realize, dang, I have all these money, now I have to keep up with the bills that I've racked up. Okay. That's cool. It's like you're kind of just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is worth it. But you, or maybe it's like you don't know if it's, like, how long it's taking. You're like, damn, okay, like, I got some good news, but that's still not where I'm trying to get. Like, I want it to be bigger, better. I want to get to that next phase. Like, I'm ready. Like, why can't I have it? I'm seeing all these other people have it. Why can't I have it? Because you're working hard. I think Spirit is saying to be patient. That's what this is. Be patient. Whatever you're trying to build is not going to be overnight, Gemini. And I know you know this, but I think you need to hear this again. What you're doing is right. You're doing the right things. It's just you're still finding your groove. You're still finding that structure. You're building that structure. And you're going to have failures here and there. But you got to keep nurturing this plant. This plant wants to grow. This plant is going to grow. But think about all those trees that are huge. And they're strong and they're planted. But it didn't take 2 months for it to happen. It took years, decades to perfect the bark of that tree. You understand what I'm saying? To withstand all of those seasons. A lot of the trees that we see now, there was a time where at one point that tree was knocked over, or it rained, or it flooded, or it snowed too hard, and then that tree kind of had to rebuild itself up. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a straight shot up into the sky. It never is. Especially for those really strong ones, because they've been here for a long time, almost damn near forever. You know what I mean? So it takes a long time, and those roots, they stretch and they stretch and they stretch. And they reach out and they hold. The longer they go, the easier it is for that tree to stand up straight, right? And I think that's what you're going through with what you're building. The next chapter is not the end. It's not the finish line. The next chapter is just the next chapter. You will still learn more. You will still have to grow more. You understand what I'm saying? You will still have to adjust. But you will do it with the Two of Pentacles. You will do it. You will have good news. You will keep progressing. You will keep having assistance in all these different ways that things happen, and you're like, oh, as soon as you want to give up, that something happens, you're like, oh, like, I'm not supposed to give it up. I get it now. I see it. But you got to stay on that path. You got to stay on that journey, Gemini. Don't give up. Things are happening better than you think. Give me one more card for Gemini, please. Knight of Wands. Yeah, so you'll have assistance. So if you're feeling like you need help with whatever you're doing, you're about to have someone or something come through that helps you figure out what you need to do in order to kind of push it a little bit more. That next step. Just take it step by step, Gemini. Whatever needs to be perfected, perfect it, okay? All right, y'all. So that was Gemini. I will continue with Cancer once my camera recharges. But this is part 1, and I'll see you in part 2, okay? For those of you who are not in this video, I'll see you in part 2. Okay, bye.